If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Anchor, it's everything you need to make a podcast, all in one place.
Kick, punch, duck, rise, strike, avenge her. The roads have been dark, but not for much longer. Your former wacko, nutjob, mental asylum monster is back on your faithful street, here to protect you. I'm fucking with you. I'm back for me and payback. Whatever you call me, I'm now truly your foe. Yeah, you heard right. Your LeBron James type frenemy, if you insist. All stories have a beginning. All anti-heroes have a beginning. This motherfucker is my beginning. Hope you ain't eating anything, because this shit right here is about to get loathsome. You've been warned. There won't be any more warning shots fired your way. Would you like to hear my superhero story? No? Well, tough fuckers. I ain't going anywhere. My voice will be heard. In the years of yesteryear, I was a boy. A happy boy. With a father and a mother. Then he died, followed by her. This entertaining enough for you? Are you entertained enough for me to continue? My mom was an agent working for the Hentro organization. Come on, you've heard of them. The big media organization filling your eyes with food adverts featuring hot chicks with big tits. I thought this was a PG podcast network. Want to say that again? To my face? I thought so. She was a mother who wore flowery dresses. She baked for my sisters and I. She read us bedtime stories. She cured our pains with her kisses. Then in a moment of revenge, she was gone from us. Dead, forgotten by her enemies, thrown out on the street like she was trash. Her body lay on the pavement like she was nothing. Like she was something. She was our world. On the days that followed, Detective James Kelly was a father to us. Shame he had to die for being implicated in her murder. Poor bastard. Oh, don't worry. I let his wife know the full facts of his actions before I switched off his machine. I was 14, and my anger was real and alive. It still is. Really, I'd hate to be the next guy that pisses me off. Don't let it be you. I ain't performing an act for you. This is real. I knew one day I'd get to this moment where I'm the hero my mother wanted me to be. The hero this world needs. The hero rising from the sky to serve the gods. He's here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here. My revenge will be swift. My revenge will be final. And that is a promise. I'm alive only to avenge my mother. Until I'm finished, there won't be any mercy. There won't be any pardons, no pleases, no thank yous, only slamming of doors, kicks of stomachs, and choking of those who think they can educate me. I know my purpose. Let this superhero journey, if you insist on that phrase, begin now. On my 18th birthday. Kick, punch, slap. Oh, I forget the rest. Let's get into this thrilling story I previewed with earlier. The trailer should have given you all the info you need for you to comprehend what I'm about to turn into here. I'm a superhero. Okay, an anti-hero better describes me. I will avenge her. That's my promise. The plans have been laid out. Let the actions of this chess gameplay, if you please, begin on my 18th birthday. Oh, I need to stop saying 18th birthday like that. I've done it again. 18th. Okay, I'll stop. Here we go. Let this anti-hero story begin. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Come on, sing along. I loathe you. I know you do. You have the sentiments tattooed on your forehead like a fool. The sing comes to a halt. They all stare, expecting me to do something. I'm not doing it. Well, blow out the candles then. I send her a stare. I'm not doing that. Oh, fine, I'll do it for you. This, ladies and gentlemen, is my sister Imogen, the oldest of our siblings, the heart of our family, the heart that one day I'll puncture if she continues to anger me. That's a threat. Imogen is, a bitch. Yeah, you heard right. The moment you heard my voice on this podcast network, you knew I wasn't the joking kind. I mean every word I say. I take no prisoners. She hugs me from behind. Well, do you want to cut it, or should I do it for you? My other two sisters watch. I hate everything about this scene. Fine, I'll do that for you too. I'm not a baby. Oh, so you just behave like one for fun? Hannah says, the youngest of my sister. She's a cancer survivor. I have no reason to hate her. So I won't. Imogen grabs my hand and places it on a knife and then uses it to cut the cake. She puts it on my plate and serves it up to me. To do what? Eat? I eat nothing. You can't have this Beyoncé slimming figure by eating now, can you? I'm fucking with you, was that not clear? I take the cake and mush it all over her diabetic face. There's shock vibrating around the room. Imogen races to the sink to wash it off. My other sisters all glare at me. I take the rest of the cake and I throw it against the living room. And I go to exit. I'm the villain of this, don't you forget that. I'm the euphoric unit of a tale. You want this version of me? Trust me, the other is sickening. I look to exit, and as I put my hand on the door handle, a vase is thrown against the door. It misses me. I sinisterly turn around, and all of my sisters are in karate positions, looking to do battle. I'm not in the murdering mood. Not today, I tell them as I exit. Because you fear getting your ass kicked? Yeah, sure. That's actually true. They've kicked my ass in the last 10 years. I've never beaten them. I grab my jacket, and as I open the door, two bulky figures grab me and lead me to the van. This petty act doesn't trouble me. It would go for some others, but not for me. I control everything, including fear. I'm your anti-hero after all, aren't I? I'm thrown into the van and it's driven away. Lights switch on in the van. A tall figure wearing a ski mask sits across me, with an apple in his mouth. I hear you've been staking out my organization. Why would you do such a stupid thing like that, Chad? How do you know my name? Oh, you can't work for my organization without me looking into you, son. I've never take risks with people around me. Never use my name again. He throws his apple at me. Who do you think you are talking to? Watch your mouth. Do you know who I am? Do you know what I could do to you right now? Don't play with your life. I'm an ultimate villain. You've got some balls on you, I'll give you that. Alright, what do you need done? There's an organisation, a little rival of mine, if you like. They need dealing with permanently. By me? No, boy Vito Corleone. Keep up, boy. And what do I get for it? The man produces a live feed from a phone of a man tied up in a warehouse with his mouth gagged. Who's that meant to be? The man who murdered your mum. Lots of people have played your card, my friend. It hasn't ended pretty for them. I have evidence of him murdering your mum. I'm gonna need to see that. You will, after you've done some jobs for us. You don't 50 jobs for us, and you get the footage and thug who took your mum away. You know, I could just easily find him myself. And I could just easily walk back to your sister's house and murder them along with your nieces and nephews. I don't like threats, my friend, but murder them if you like. Oh, laughter all around. Do you want to do it or not? 50 jobs? 50 jobs. Starting now. The van pulls up, and I'm thrown out of it. I pick myself up and start walking back. I receive a text. It's the picture of my first victim. I need a name, dummy. I text. I get a follow-up text. Chris Overton. Hello, Chris. I'm about to murder you. Kick, punch, sway, chase, avenge her. The roads have been amusing.
Watch who you're talking to. I'm the Punisher.
He's a Marvel anti-hero. Yep, he is. I need my new name. The Joker? Better. I like that. It fits. Hang on, I forgot to pick up my niece from kindergarten. Damn it. Oh, the Joker, it sounds ludicrous. Can't see for the life of me why anyone wanting to be called that. I need a better name. Something that pierces your soul. The Stingray. No, that's lame, Chad. I've got it. The Chad Wicker. Oh, that's out of the stadium for a home run. A last-minute winner to win a match. Sex with your favorite college lecturer for a good grade. I'm fucking with you. It didn't happen. Well, not for a good grade, anyway. Now that the fun games are out of the way, let's proceed to business. I, the Chadwicker, will today take my first step into the dome of diabolic evil. I sound like an idiot. I must stop my subnormality and become the devil. Great, I sound even dumber. Flashback time. She screams. Night after night, she's in my head, asking me to avenge her. I will, Mother, I will, but let's take a quick detour. Someone needs dealing with. Right now. I awaken. My flashback is over. Snow falls. Happy 25th of December, fuckers. Oh yes, we're still on that cuss train. I walk. A woman approaches. She takes out a file and places it on my lap. A car screeches to a halt. She enters it, and she's driven away. I open up the file. Chris Overton. What to do with Chris? How to kill Chris? He's a secret. I've killed no one yet. Chris will be my juicy first. My first taste for blood, he'll be the disease that starts my plague of evil acts. I hope you're laughing along, because that's as funny as I get. Playtime is over. Let me do my research on our friend Chris Overton. I know, what a stupid name to name your kid. On a second thought, my name sounds more stupid, so God only knows what I'm talking about. Focus. Yeah, I need to focus on Overton. Chris Overton. Ooh, it's actually a good name. Strapping. Later, I watch a house. A woman walks out of the house with her daughter. She has bruises on her face. She walks with her head down. Her daughter clings to her leg. I'm not liking this story. The daughter appears to have bruises. My thoughts on not liking this story were correct. This is an ugly picture that needs dealing with swiftly and most urgent. This cannot continue. I wish I could be a saint and let this pass, but I need to murder someone, and today I will accomplish that with Overton Chris. The monster is about to enter into the arena. You better run, because once I have you in my grasp, there won't be any mercy. Chris, your end is close. Your punishment of them is over. With his death, I will be a step closer to avenging her. Let's delve a little deeper and find out more about Chris. Who's this buffoon? Chris Overton, ex-soldier, model party animal, a security guard at Henchrow. Well, why does it feel like it's just gotten to be like Christmas and Halloween all rolled into one today? This will be pleasurable. The information I have tells me our soon-to-be murdered chump is back from a tour of some God-forbidden place. Probably shoving his dick towards anyone who needed money. His type always has that same mark on their forehead. Chris is a good man, so his friends claim. He helps with charities. Oh, really? Are they thinking that will change my course of action? Never. Not with a wife, Peter. I don't play with my food. I'm a hungry lion, and my stomach needs lining. My cubs need feeding. My lust for murder needs its consumption. He feeds families at local shelters. I'm sorry, but have we forgotten that he beats his wife senseless? There's no good side to Chris that I wish to see. His course is set. His life, like his ship, will hit an iceberg and sink. Later, I stand listening to a story from a social group as my research into Chris continues. His ex-army pal tells me he goes to therapy. I smiled at that. The man then threatens to hurt me. I smiled even harder. He goes to hit me. Duck, rise, punch, avenge her. The man is floored. I have all I need. I walk away and then come back to the man and snapped his hand. I leave as a smile crosses my face. The man is in floods of tears. The Chadwicker strikes again. Let's hope that name's in copyright or we're getting sued in the morning. Another tale I heard was Chris goes to church on Sundays. Who does he pray to? His God doesn't exist unless it's the devil. My father. Chris also coaches ball at his local college. What does he teach? Who to be a dick to people? Yeah, but the motherfucker still beats his wife and daughter. Let's talk about the daughter. She's barely 5 years old. She's a quadriplegic. The story ain't pretty, is it? You know where this is going. There's no surprises to where I'm taking you. 25th December 2004, on my 18th birthday, Chris put his wife and daughter in the hospital.
The motherfucker.
As I was saying, a doctor who treated Chris's wife made a call to the organization I'm working for, and they in return need me to handle this. And it's safe to say, I will. So as Chris, our not-so-lovely wacko, walked home after a day of playing ball with his buddies, I was there waiting. I had my ski mask on, waiting patiently with a Glock. He would not leave until his last breath left. That was a promise. I keep all my promises. Chris walked in, whistling. He put away his keys, took off his jacket, and walked in. I was waiting. I smiled at him. He looked shocked with fright. "What's the matter, buddy? You don't like the shoe on the other end?" He saw my gun. He looked like he could shit himself, the motherfucker. I loved the power I had over him. He went to speak, and then he ran into the kitchen. I followed calmly. He frantically tried to open the back door, but he couldn't. I had the key. He paced as I approached him, thinking hard. Would he plead for his life? Of course not. And anyway, it wouldn't help him keep his pathetic life. He screamed. Then I laughed and said, "It will not help you, buddy." I stayed calm, and he took out a knife. What a fool. He started waving it around, and I kicked him in the head. Then, whoa, I know Imogen taught self-defense. Self-defense, which I could never use on her to defeat her because, well, she's a warrior. That still buggers me. Concentrate, Chadwicker. If that name is copyrighted, I'm lost, folks. It befits me. It breathes me. The knife fell after my kick. I cocked my gun. Then he went on his knees, now begging me for leniency.
Don't kill me. Please. I have a wife and kid.
Which you beat like they're scum. He looked shocked. "Oh, yes, I know all about your deeds of evil, Chris." He started sobbing then. I pointed my weapon, and suddenly she walked in with her daughter. She saw us. Her daughter's arm was bandaged. The mother put her hand to her mouth and exited. Chris frantically tried to open the kitchen door again. I took the shot. I hit him in the dick. 2 weeks later, Chris, our not-so-friendly soul, is out of the hospital. His wife is now in Canada with her father. We have enough evidence to put Chris away if he ever goes near his wife and daughter again. He got the message. We got the press to run a story on Chris, too. Everyone knows not to approach this man. He's lost everything. We made sure of it. And oh, the story isn't over. The doctors had to remove his dick. Sorry, bud. I had a job to do. And I did it. Okay, technically, I should have killed him, but I didn't. Lucky bastard. Doesn't matter. What does is he won't be going near his wife again or be fucking anyone. His story is done. On to the next victim on the list. Kick, rise, punch. You should know the rest by now, so I won't finish my opening lines. My sister, Hannah's girlfriend, is expecting their baby. They're lesbians. I should say I loathe them. Not. I've never been more proud of them. You weren't expecting that, were you, on your anti-hero? Well, folks, I have a heart, despite how hard I try not to reveal it. It's there. Dying. At least I hope so. I sent them a nice little present. 30 bull dicks. Okay, do you want the friendly version? I organized a baby shower and had to act pleased for them. I wasn't. My eyes give them hints of their forthcoming murders. Yes, I could murder anyone, even my sisters. Why? Hannah has a secret. A secret I know she thinks I don't know. We'll come back to that on later episodes. It ain't right. She'll be dealt with severely. That's a promise. I really sound like a dick when I do that. Oh, I must stop doing that. Oh, who am I kidding here? You love me because of my laughs. Okay, I'll stop now. Has my teaser entertained you? Let's press on to more significant issues. The next intriguing story in this lover's tale, if you please. Xavier Lombard. Hello, Xavier. I need you to die. Okay, I'll admit it, I've got a terrible laugh. Xavier Lombard. Why do I think I mouth that name? Well, fools, yup, I'm insulting you. Xavier is the COO of Henchero Organization. And as I've previously said, I will avenge her, kick, duck, avoid, avenge her. My job for this mission is to send Xavier a message. The message from up high is that Xavier cannot continue on the path he's going under. He must stop. I need to make him stop. What is Xavier doing, I hear you ask? Well, as I pull out my file, I see that he's trying to investigate an act of embezzlement within Henchero. Am I missing something here? This should be good, surely. Why do I need to get entangled in this? This doesn't trouble me. The organizations he's reviewing is a children's cancer charity. Oof, this story definitely has no merit for me to act further. Xavier is doing the good I wish I could do in this wretched world. I have no reason to hinder him. Yes, your anti-hero, I can verify, has a heart. Astonished? Me too. Who writes this load of... Actually, I can't insult the writer. I need him to write more episodes for me. Sorry, folks. Ring, ring, ring. He picks up. Hello? What do I owe this diversion? I can't handle this circumstance for you. Oh, Samuel, what a pleasant surprise. Let me take this call in my den. I'll be back for breakfast in 2 secs, dear. I won't hurt a good man. I never knew you had a fortitude. I'm still not doing fine. I'll get someone else to do it, and then once he's done, I'll make sure he visits your family to make them obsolete. Gone, finished, adios. Isn't that what you crave? Say it is, and I can make it right to your heart's desire. I won't tell you again. Deal with the matters I present to you, and our association will work out excellent. I need the motivation to do it. How about your mother's killer still alive, breathing, waiting for you to slay him? He's waiting for you, Chad. He's waiting for you to pull the trigger. I hang up. Fuck, I need to do this. A few stressful days later. It's my first day on a new job. Guess who's the temp? It's going terribly. But Xavier's door is right in front of me. My parachute is right beside me. My glass popper is in my bag. Heads or tails? Heads, he lives, and tails, he dies. I know which one I want. Which do you covet? I flip. Damn, the dick lives. A very fuckable tall woman stands mouthing something to me with her hands on her hips. A security man approaches behind her. He's quite handsome. I might have to break his chin to rid him of that privilege. I listen to what she says. Do you hear me? Pack up your shit and fuck off out of here. I turn my head slightly and smile at her wickedly. My eyes tell her, do you know who you're messing with? She gets my silent threats. The woman turns to a security guard. She hands out instructions and quickly exits, probably fearing the outcome of this little play we're about to witness.
Bud, I need you out of here now. Hello? Wakey, wakey, stand the fuck up and get the hell out of here.
Or else what? He's taken aback. He wasn't expecting my voice to be so profound. He knows he'll have to scrap me to get me out of this building. This is tigers versus cheetahs, folks. It's a fight you need in your life. Well, you're about to get it. The security guy goes to lift me, but no, I stay put. He proceeds to try to touch me again. I play heads and tails in my head. Heads he lives and tails he dies. I flip. He touches me again. Damn, that's a bad mistake. I twist his arm, and the blob sinks hard on the floor. He's in agony. I pull out a blade from my sock and shove it into his, let's say, crapper to make it even more enjoyable. Don't worry, my friends. He'll get to live this round. He lies on the floor, paralyzed and bleeding. Screams are heard, and I realize I need to move fast, really fast. People start scampering away. Xavier comes out of his office. We lock eyes. I send Xavier a smile as I twist my head. He motions to run and signal to follow him. He hesitates. I like this game. It's exhilarating. It's like my childhood spent running after sisters as our mother watched. Not now, brain. He runs. He's fast, very fast. Ooh, I'm going to be winded once this is done. I'm right on his heel with my weaponry in grip. I'm fast, and then duck to shove my tool right in his thigh. He gets what the security guard got. He falls hard. He's on the floor, hurt and pain. I rise and I look down at him. I can't help the smile on my face. Mission accomplished. Oh, hang on, he needs a little warning. You stop your acts here, or next time I see you, you won't be alive long enough to run for your life. Got it? I smile.
You're dead, man. We'll come after you,
Xavier says. I smile.
We'll see about that.
It's Xavier's turn to grin. In an instant, I know he's coming for me. I aim to leave.
What's your name?
Xavier asks. Oh, it's I fucked your mama last night. No spaces. He smiles even more and then tips his head to me. I like him. Very much. You're going to have to wait a little longer to find out, I tell Xavier. Will he listen? I don't think so. You don't build an empire like this unless you know people who would fight for you at every corner. I need to send him a real message. I scratch his face with the knife twice. Oh, he looks like the Joker. I've made him into the Joker. Yep, I googled him after last episode's comment. I wouldn't do what I did. Xavier's actually quite a diseased persona. The man is a demon. What a sad role model he is. Yeah, I'm not any better, am I? Kids, read the fucking Bible. Well, that was fun. Sirens are heard. I shoot my glass popper at the window. I take out my wire shooter and plug a wire through the adjacent building and glide away to freedom. Freedom at last! At last. I reach the other side of the building and I make my escape. Unbeknown to me, Xavier is on the phone with one of his cronies as he's escorted out of his building on a stretcher. He wants me dealt with. Oh no, I'm scared. I'm fucking with you. I'm not. I'm in charge of this situation. Me, not him. Me. Bring it. I'll be ready. Oh, no, the story isn't over. Later, as I enter my home, I get a quick email notification on my phone. I did my own research on this Xavier matter, and it turns out Xavier's hench crow company was laundering money from a children's cancer charity. Right, why didn't he die, Chadwicker? Henchrow, you've just lit a fire in me. I'm coming for you. Hey, it's the Chadwicker, and I'd like to tell you that I've hit pause on my murderous adventures. Ping! There's a message in my head. You haven't killed yet, Chad. I know, but I will. All good things come to those who wait. What do you say, Chad? Can I get your signature? I wake up from my thoughts to find my sister Imogen standing in front of me with a piece of paper in her hand. What can this be about? She looks pretty sweaty. What games is she playing here? I need to delve a little deeper here. To do what? To sell the house, dummy, Anna says. Have you not been listening to me? Imogen comes back with, as I rule, I never listen to you. She slaps me across the face. It stings. A loose tear comes out of my... I'm fucking with you. Bad boys don't cry. Imogen hands me tissues for something unrelated to tears. I hope that felt good, because next time I won't... She slaps me across the face this time. Any more nonsense and my slaps turn into punches. This is abuse. I will not take it any longer. Why don't you do something about them? I will. Then. But not just yet. I'm too frightened of them. What? They're warriors. You should know this by now. I stand up. I'm tall, menacing. My eyes scream and I want to murder you. This will be Imogen's end. I'll behave myself, I say to Imogen. Pussy, Hannah says as she smiles. It shames me to admit it, but I am. All right, you can stop mocking yourself now, Chad. Can I get your signature? I'm not selling a house. Not this again. You don't live there. None of us want to live there. The memories of us living there still haunts us. We need to move on. And we need the money, Imogen says. There it is. Imogen needs money. What's her husband done? Sold her soul to the devil, gambled more of her money, staked their daughter's organs in a poker game. Why do you need the money? Imogen looks away. It's none of your business, Chad. Just sign the contract. I could give you money. I know you could, but I don't want your dirty money. Fine, I'll ask again. Why do you need the money? Hannah walks over. She's clearly in debt. Where the hell have you been? Do you know what's going on in our lives? Or do you always live with your head up your... We'll bleep that out for the sake of... actually, she said ours. If I were to murder anyone in this family, Hannah would be the first on the list. Hannah's hiding a secret. I know it. No one else does, but I'm on her heels. It will come out. I will avenge them. Sorry, Hannah. We'll come back to that later down the road. How are you in debt? I ask her. He gambled it all away, responds Hannah. And by he, in a moment I know she means... that bastard. Yeah, but he lives in upstate Manhattan, I reply. Imogen and Hannah share a look. What are you hiding from me? Tell, I won't do anything stupid. Oh, yes, I will. I had my fingers crossed. Nothing. Just sign the damn contract and we'll forget all about this and move on with our lives. Did he rip you off? There's silence. Oh, why did he do that? Does he forget my reputation? Does he forget what I've done to him? The damage I could bring to his world? This is a side message, kids. Don't be fooled. You brains, don't be like... we get to his name in a minute. He ripped you off, and you'd like him to get away with it? Imogen says, look, it's none of your business. Forget him. The police are dealing with him. Focus on the contract. Sign the contract, dipshit. I'd watch who you're talking to, Hannah. She glares at me sinisterly. I take back my words. Good boy. I didn't take them back. Despite that, my actions actually made me into a pussy. Sorry, folks. I am that. I'm not the best of anti-heroes, am I? Guess what? I don't care. I never care what anyone thinks of me. I'm original. No form of manipulation gets inside this head. I'd be the same if I was you. I take the contract and rip it to shreds. I then stand and start walking off with my mission in mind. And murder, too. Imogen shouts, "Don't touch him, Chad! Don't hurt him, Chad!" I'm walking in the snow. I ring the leader of my organization. He picks up. "Liam Turner. I need him to be bumped up on my list." "Your wish is my command." I swiftly hang up. Act 2. Liam Turner. Who is this man? Well, he's a third-generation fireman. He's worked his whole life. I'm fucking with you. Liam is a drug addict who dropped out of school at 16, joined a band, did drugs, lost his nose, and fucked countless women. Went to church once. Met my sister. Liam chased her, fucked her, got her pregnant, and then married her. He then went on to cheat on her, abused her, and then fucked their 19-year-old babysitter. And what was your response to all that, Chad Wiggum? I had other demons to deal with most urgently, and they're on the way to be dealt with. But one thing I'm proud to say I did was I stole Liam's Range Rover and torched it. Lame, I know, but I knew I'd get to the day. Oh, he discovered it was me. He had me arrested. I got bailed out and planted drugs in his apartment. He got arrested, went to jail for 6 months. He came out claiming he found God, when instead he found a 6-foot cellmate who would fuck him every night in exchange for protection. Since then, he's played games to try to get my sister back. It hasn't worked. So now he's decided to steal from her. The report I've got back claims Liam is living with his father. And that's where I am, waiting for him, with a Glock. The doors are opened. Keys are put away. Oh, this might be sweeter than the murder of Overton Chris. You didn't murder him, dumbass. I know what I said. Liam walks in. He sees me in his living room. Get out of here, bud. You don't want to mess up your pretty little face with your cum. Oh, yes, buddy. I know all about you. I send him a smile to convey that message. He rushes towards his kitchen to pull out a knife, and he finds none in the room. I've hidden them. I walk over to him, but he realizes something and reaches out from his back pocket and pulls out a pistol. I tell him, mine's already cocked and ready to fire. I'm not fucking with you. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to need every penny of my sister's money back. It's too late. I've gambled it all away. I produce a little letter. It's a deed to a property, this lavish one right here. And guess who owns it? All of it. Liam Turner. What's that? It's the deed to this property, Liam. Your father lost his job, and he needed money to stop your family from being homeless. So you got him to sell this house to you by conning my sister out of her life savings. Liam smiles and shoots his gun. It hits me in the chest. I fall to the ground. Liam calmly walks over to finish the job. I knew they'd come. A day where I murder you, Liam says. I reach for my gun and shoot him in hand. Yep, I had on a bulletproof vest. Liam squirms in pain. I stand and look at his sad face. I kill you now, you die, and this property goes back to Imogen. Are you ready to die? Are you ready to go to jail? Liam points at the side table where a teddy bear appears to have a nanny cam. I smile. I don't need to deal with Liam. He'll be dead by sundown if he's not too careful. I won't be the one murdering him. Are you trying to set me up? What does it look like? Heads, he lives. Tails, he dies. I flip in my head, and before it's revealed to me, I shoot Liam in the thigh. Fuck, I was aiming for his heart. He screams loudly. He's floored, and I kneel down next to him. I know someone very dangerous. They'll comes after you. I'll give you one final chance to change your tracks. If not for yourself, but for the person you once claimed you loved. Fuck you. Liam spits in my face. He tries to grab his gun again. I reach it first and grab it. I laugh and wipe my face. Enjoy hell. I hear it's a delight. I stand and walk out of the room. At the door, 2 members of the organization I work for stand waiting. I nod my head for them to proceed. He's all yours, gents. They walk in and shots are heard in the back room as I walk away. Mission accomplished, albeit me not actually making the killing. Damn, I might really be a pussy after all. Who knew? 3 weeks later, a body is pulled out of a river, and it's confirmed to be Liam Turner's body. My sister was questioned. She had witnesses who confirmed her whereabouts, and her phone records were searched. Still, police found no incriminating evidence on her. She's free at last. Imogen's back from the dead. Oh, and my sister got all of her money, so the story has a happy end. Oh, that laugh will be the death of me. I chase. He's quicker. He's a runner. I'm right behind him. Hey, Joker, meet Usain Bolt. The fool shoots his gun at me. It misses me. Ooh. He shoots again. I duck and rise again. Oh. The shot missed me. He's got 4 more rounds. Yes, I'm a mathematician at heart. Are you surprised? Oh, who are you kidding? I know you are. There are more surprises to come later. Get yourself settled in. The games are about to heat up. The man shoots again. I need to focus on the immediate game afoot here. He misses, and again. Final round, fucker. He shoots. Fuck. He gets me in the shoulder. I fall. I'm down. I've died, man. Yeah, surprises keep coming. Pray for me. All right, I'm not down. I've got my best vest on. I needed him to stop running. He's quite fast. Well, I'm fat. Yep, fatso speaking here. Oh, you can't say that word anymore. Do I look like I care? I'm a fatso. He stops running. He turns around and walks over, and with a smile, he's calm. He's wanted to do this all night. He has his glory awaiting him. He cocks his gun. He shoots. Oh, you've used up your rounds, fucker. I pull out a knife and jam it on his knee with a swift movement. He goes down fast. I rise. Oh, isn't that just the common theme of every story in this series? My uprising? I handcuff him and call it in. I walk away. Job done. One more fool out of the business of evil. Okay, seriously, does anyone want to give laughing tips? I'm getting worse by the second. Who was that, I hear you ask? Daly, he's a swimmer. A few weeks ago, Tyler paid a man to put his swimming competitor out of an important race. The intention was to injure him and put him out of a race, but instead he got a gunshot to the neck and died. Welcome to my world, fuckers. It isn't pleasant, it's sinister. But don't worry, my friends. The Chadwicker will hand you back your moral compass even if it kills me. Later, I enter my home. Imogen waits for me and races up to me. She begins to attack me with all her force. She kicks, spits, punches, everything she can muster. I hold my nerve. I don't react. I let Imogen do what she needs to get it out of her system. I'm calm and in control. Why did you kill him? She asks. He was a good man. She hits me on the shoulder as she cries. He was the best father. She stops hitting me. I hold her hands together as I let her cry her tears. I did nothing, Imogen. Don't give me that bullshit, Imogen says. You killed him. We're burying him tomorrow. My kids have lost their dad. You've killed the only man I've ever loved. He's the man who abused. He's the man who's been stealing your soul with every second you've been with him. He needed dealing with, and it happened. You should be thankful. Imogen, not this person. You are in front of me. Imogen spits at me. I wipe the spit away. I'll never forgive you. I never want to see you around my kids. Don't come near them, ever! Live your life, Imogen. You have a second chance. Please don't waste it on hating me. Focus on what matters. Your children. Fuck you, Chad, Imogen says. She cries again and slaps me across the face. Imogen tries to hit me again, but I grab her hand to stop her. Enough. Go home. Imogen walks out of the house. Shots fired, and it comes through the window. I open the door and grab Imogen inside the house. We're under siege and 3 more shots fired. This game is warfare. With my head down, I walk Imogen towards my closet. I pull out my rifle. I press an icon and an underground stairwell comes to level. Imogen goes downstairs to my protected room. This, by the way, is a protocol in our family. We all have a security room in our homes to avoid what happened to our mother. Haven't I told you that story yet? Oh, wait, I have. Ignore me. Focus, Chadwicker. Right. The gunman continues to fire at my house. Ooh, this is exhilarating. I come to the window and spot the gunman, who continues to fire blindly. Hang on. Is that? It can't be. Surely it's not. Wow. Well, folks, it looks like our friendly wacko Chris Overton wants his revenge. If you haven't heard episode 2, I suggest you do so before continuing this episode. It's quite good if I say so myself. This little revenge plot won't end pretty for Chris. That's a promise. I aim to go shoot, but there's gunfire from both sides of the street. Chris, my friend, you're gone. Dead. He's dealt with. But the real question is, by who? Who's done this brutal act? It wasn't me. I'm not foolish enough to do such acts in front of people's houses. So who was it? This incident is where my sister Hannah comes in. What have you been up to, Hannah? Who are your friends? And what are they doing in my world? I may have to kill you, Hannah. May God have mercy on Hannah's soul.